Good morning. So, if you're wondering right now, this is a video recording. If the audio is not on, please turn on your audio. You might be hearing some dogs barking, some TVs in the background, or just random chatter. Please do not be alarmed. We're going to be finishing up our notes from Friday about bungee jumping. You guys remember that? Hopefully you do. The first part, you filled it in with your group. Second part, you filled it in with your group. If you didn't fill it in, then you lost it. But that's okay, because some of the different things that could have happened were another group could have had different size marbles, different weight of marbles, different size cups, different cords, different rulers, different drop lengths, and different tapes and materials, okay? So if we keep that information in our noggins, we're going to go to the next problem as you see here. We're looking at a different group of kids from another state who also did the bungee jumping experiment. We have L equals 30 plus 0.5 W. By using the equation, we're able to fill in this table as you can see here. I'm hoping that we're able to visually see if we got from 30 to 20, 20 to 40. Next up, we're going to have 60 to 80, then 100. That was a one-breather. Next part, as you can see, we're going to do 30, then we're going to 40, 50, seeing the pattern, increasing by tens, people. We got 60, we got 70, and we got 80. Beautiful job. As you can see, we got this table as well. I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you're ready. We need to start plotting the rest of the points. As you can see, I plotted some of them for you guys. We're going to plot the rest of them right now, just so we can understand what we're looking at. For those of us who forgot to plot the rest of the points. Okay, as you can, oh, that was ugly. Basically fixed. So as you can see, it's forming a linear line and it is increasing over time. Okay, we are able to label this equation L equals 30 plus 0.5 W, where 30, that's our starting amount or our y-intercept. And the 0.5, that is representing our rate of change, or you can think of it as your slope. We're going to be talking more about that as we continue this beautiful lesson, but I just wanted to give you a heads up in our discussion. Okay, so as you can see, I just want to make sure we're able to describe the change in pattern. What is happening? Well, as we know, as the weight of the marbles increases, the length increases. I'm talking about the length of the bungee cord increases, okay? Please don't forget that. We're going to scroll on to the next part of it. Probably you guys are flipping your papers. As you can see, we're thinking about bungee jumping. We're thinking about a beautiful business. If we're thinking about businesses, we had to figure out the price per jump, okay? Because we got to make money somehow. Sorry. I'm going to take a water break just to make sure if you guys need a second to figure out what I'm talking about. Yes, I will continue to make annoying sounds just to make sure you're paying attention. So if we're looking at the price per jump and the number of customers, as you can see, if we are charging $0, it is going to result in 50 people coming. As you can see, that's what we have so far right here. I'm going to draw a little nicer. There we go. Nice little up. Fixed it. Nice little arrow right there. So we're going to continue plotting our beautiful points on our paper. If you're confused on how I did that, please remember that these blanks here can be filled in with numbers. So for instance, 0, 5, 15, 25. Over here is 10, 30, and right up here is my 50. So again, if I have 0 customers, we went all the way up to 50. Now that I've stated that, we're going to go to, if we had 5 customers, we would have had the price be at 24. If we had $10 per jump, we would have 40 customers. If we had $15 per jump, we would have 35 customers. If we had $20 a jump, we would have 30 customers. If we had $25 a jump, we would have 25 customers. Pretty weird. If we had $30 a jump, only 20 people would come to see. As we can see over time, that our amount is decreasing. So if we were to go over here, I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to type a little cute sentence. If you'd like to paraphrase, you're more than welcome to. Okay, that's up to you, but I'm going to write it as a sentence because I'm a big kid. As the price increases, the number of customers decreases. These are important keywords we need to remember to use in our sentences because that is what I'm paying attention to. If you're hearing some weird chatter in the other... Oh, never mind. He went to the garage. My dad's trying to fix his car. He's not doing so hot, but don't tell him I said that. So if we go to the next part, I'm going to color code it because it's cuter. You can see we are still talking about our data of price per jumps. If we use this equation right here to represent the relationship between the customers N and the number of jumps P, okay? Very important. Does this rule represent the pattern in the data that we have from the table? Okay, yes or no? Well, if we look here, I'm going to write it down because that's pretty important. I didn't want to scare you guys with my terrible handwriting. I'm joking, it's not that bad. P. Please don't forget that when it says minus P, it just means minus 1P. Okay, in this, it's saying that 50 is our starting amount. And the minus P, or for instance, minus 1, is our rate of change. And then I'm gonna make it a little smaller, a little bigger, and then using our research data, we can see that we at our starting amount is also at 50. And then if we look here, we can also visually see that our rate of change, sorry, I gotta zoom into my table. I gotta think about this for a second. If I go from 0 to 5, guess what? I'm gonna add 5 each time, and then from 50 to 45, I minus 5. Okay? And again, if you don't believe it, keep doing the pattern, guys. It's not gonna kill us. It's just being able to visually see what's happening. Okay, because over time, again, top's adding 5, bottom is subtracting by 5. That's really important. So that means that it would be negative 5 divided by 5, which equals our negative 1, which again is related to our rate of change. Okay, I'm going to go in, I'm just going to highlight my key information. So as we can see, they have the same, sorry about that. They have the same starting amount, literally the same, and they have the same rate of change. So obviously it's yes. The equation does represent our data correctly, so we're all good. We could have done it mathematically, a little more math involved, but it's just being able to see our starting amount up here. This is our start, and we're going over 5. We're adding 5 and subtracting 5. Just divide those two to get -1. Again, it's not too bad. Okay. So, if we move to number 4, and we're talking about the number of customers, guys, I'll be honest with you, now we're talking about our daily income. So we're looking at the number of people coming and the amount of money we're making each day. Okay, each day we charge these different prices because we're trying to find what is the best price to have this at. Okay, and to think about it, if the price per jump is set at $5 and the park can expect 14 bungee jumping customers per day, what is the income? Well, we know if we just do 5 times 45, we get $225. Okay, daily. We make that much money in a day. So this is our daily income. I'm not going to spell it out because it's just right there. So we're just going to circle. And if you're wondering, where am I getting these numbers from? Well, guys, it's the same. I'm going to color it in light blue. Or sorry, this is not. That's purple. We're doing purple. These are all going to be the same numbers. Okay, so again, I'm going to go here and I'm just going to whoosh. Couldn't make it, darn. All my numbers go there. So again, start at the top. We're going to start at 50, 45. I'm just copying all the numbers down. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Okay? And just an easy idea if you are confused. All we're doing is multiplying these numbers. Multiply to get our answer. So our income for day 1, if we charge $0, we got 50 customers coming in. That's going to result in making no money. Okay, we're technically losing money, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay? Here, this is our green, because we got to figure out how much we earn. And then, if we just do it again, we're going to multiply. And what is it going to get us? Okay, I'm going to change the color of this to match it. Sorry about the wrong color at first. You might be upset, but it's fine. 5 times 45 is $225. 10 times 40 is $400. 15 times 35 is, I was trying to do a dramatic pause, is $525. 20 times 30 is $600. 25 times 25 is $625. And then if we do our last one, 30 times 20. Oops, I forgot my dollar sign. We get $600. So I'm going to show you guys a little fun tidbit of this, because again, we can visually see from here to here, we added 5 every single time. That wasn't a surprise. I'm not going to do it all the way down. I've already discussed that. Here, we minus 5. That was not an arrow. Minus 5. Okay, you keep going down. That's no trick. But this one's a little more interesting. Okay, so first off, from here to here, I made a profit of $225. Okay, we made money. From here to here, take a second. How much money did you make? Sorry, my dog Susie is being really cute right now. Do we think we're going to increase by $225? I said it right. I am just already tired of this, I think. Here we only made a profit of $175. From here to here, how much did I make? If you know me, I am not a mental math type of person. I type in the calculator. Hee. I made $125 because I know none of you guys are responding to me because this is just a video. You can if you want to. You can talk to me. That's really interesting. Wow. From here to here, we made a profit of $75. From here to here, we only made a profit of $25. But then, we lost. We lost money when we were charging $30 per jump, because we only had 20 customers come in. We're back to 600. Now, I want you to keep this in mind, okay? Money is important because it makes the world go round. If we go here to our next piece, we stayed too long on the other piece. You guys are probably tired of listening to me now. Me too. If you want a break, pause the video. I wonder if someone actually paused it. That would be interesting. I might have to ask you guys that when you come back. So I'm just labeling the sides because the blank spaces make me feel empty inside. Don't think too hard about it. I'm joking. Sorry. So we're going to use the data from our table that's on your other side of the page. So sorry about that. We are going to use the color green because now we are talking about... Oh, still can't do my colors, can I? We're talking about our money and our daily income. Okay, so as you can see, if it makes you feel better here, I'll highlight this in yellow. Yay. This video is already too long, I think. We need a couple of breaks in between. Okay, so if we start at 0, we made 0, obviously. If we charge $5 per jump, we make a like 125. It's like there. If we charge $10, we get about $400 of profit. if we do $15 a jump, we make $525 a profit. If we do 20, we make $600 a profit. Sorry, I have another screen pulled up. Shows me how I'm supposed to draw this. Then if we had 25, it's going to be off the graph a little bit, like there. Oop, like there. There we go, like there. Okay, just go with me for a second. Then if we got 30 jumps, we going this way. So, I'm wondering if we can start to visualize what is happening over time. As we can see, the graph is going like this, but then it's boom. So we can see that so I guess I should read the question before I go on my tangent of life. By looking at results from our beautiful graphs and our tables, what is the, I'm going to go in and I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to highlight it in red because obviously we need more colors on this paper. We need to figure out the best price. Okay, the best, I'm going to label it down here. I'm going to write it for us. When it wants the best price, it's really just saying where's the maximum profit, okay? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for our maximum profit. I'm going to put this in blue. So our max, where's our highest point? Highest point, or I guess I'll do it in red. There it is. Highest point is right here, okay? So again, if I had to write this down, just because I want to be fancy, the best price is $25, where the daily income would be $625. I just wrote in words. You're like, Miss Fuller, you always keep saying words. I feel it. You can write like this. It's up to you. Or if you're like, let me write down some numbers, Miss Fuller. Got you. So you can also say P, lowercase p, equals 25, and our beautiful I equals 625. Sorry. Ooh. I wasn't using my pen. You all knew that too, so it was fine. Gonna be aggressive one of these days. If you wanna write it in math terms, here you go, please. Ta-da. Okay. So now that we have done a ton of stuff mathematically, and my dog is laying on my legs, she's so cute. I wonder if any of you guys have dogs. I know some of you guys do. I also have a cat if it makes you guys feel better. But Mr. Dixon said I can't get a cow yet. But this has nothing to do with the problem. So let's get back on track. So in this situation, we're able to identify the dependent and independent variables using our information that we know. So if we think about our first situation, if we're talking about the study of our bungee jumping approximately, where we're just talking about the weight and the length, we're able to determine that the independent and again, you guys are just, I'm just in the typing mood, I guess, is the weight of our jumper, which is, it's fine. And then our dependent is going to be our stretched length of cord. Stretch length of cord. Because it depends on how much weight is there for our cord to stretch. Okay? Don't worry about the highlighting. I'm just crazy. And then our next part is asking us if searching for the price per jump that will lead to the maximum income, what depends on what. So this time it's going to be our price per jump will determine our daily income. Okay, because depending on the jump, if it's cheaper, more people are going to want to come. You know, just stating a fact. And then if we scroll to our next part down here, I already kind of have it filled in. I'm just going to be here highlighting some beautiful work right now. Okay, because if we're talking about the stretch and the weight, as the weight increases, the cord stretch increases. Okay. Then if we're talking about the price per jump and the number of customers, as the price per jump increases, the number of customers decreases. Oop. There you go. And then, because this is just a summary part, this is just restating what we've gone over. Okay, don't panic. Then, if we go here, as the income depends on the price per jump and the amount of customers buying it. So, it's just asking us if the income for the jump depends on it. Yes, it depends. Sorry, just making sure you're aware. And then, what similarities and what differences do you see between the relationship of variables and the problem? Well, we have different variables. We use the letter I, P, C. Oh no, that was an N. We used a lot of variables. We had similar topics because we were still talking about our business of the bungee cords. And some more information. I was just being basic. Sorry. And then if we continue, this is just asking us for our independent and dependent. Again, it's like we're trying to memorize something here. Okay? Where our price per jump depends on our daily income. Our negatives, our answers may vary. Okay? I can't control who you are. Can't control your thoughts. This is something for you to answer in your summaries of what are the advantages and disadvantages of using tables, graphs, algebraic rules, or descriptions of words. Hey, Susie, you're so cute. To express what the variables are representing. So if you're like, I don't even know where to start with this, Miss Four. I got you. Don't do that. I was just writing down advantages and then put a little, and then disadvantages. I'm so looking for autocorrect. And just write out some things that you feel. Like, do you like tables? Do you like graphs? Like, do you just like using algebraic rules? You know, it's just equations. Or do you like words? I don't know what you guys like. That's a you situation. Okay, I want you to write down what do you think. Okay? What do you think? And, okay, you can do it for each one. Or if you just want to stop highlighting every little small piece, You can just also just write down tables, graphs, algebraic rules, and whatever. Also, if we're looking at the last one, your answer may vary. It's all dependent on you and how you feel. It's not me. In this investigation, you were asked to use patterns in data plots and algebraic rules to make predictions of bungee jumping stretches, number of customers, and income. How much confidence or concern would you have about the accuracy of these predictions? Okay, so this is, again, up to you. Okay, do you think this represents real life? Do you think there could have been any other issues, any other concerns that you may had about it? Okay, what do you think? This isn't a me question, this is a you question. So again, answers may vary, because this was just a summary. I hope you guys had fun. I'm happy there was no weird barking from my dog.